Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly message. So, I do feel like this week might bring some disagreements, some conflicts might happen during this time in your life, and it's making you kind of sad, even if it's not you that you're in the middle of this argument or this conflict of sorts. Even if you were just observing someone you care about involved in such trials, I feel like you're really suffering as if it was something personally, as it was something that was personally affecting you. I feel like you're quite sensitive as well during this week, and every little thing that is out of a positive energy, right? That it's in disharmony with your general sense of well-being and what makes you feel good and nourished and protected, you're going to feel it extremely with a lot of intensity. So be mindful that this is one of those weeks where you want to make sure you're protecting yourself by choosing with mindfulness the places you go, the people you talk with, the type of energies you ingest, because you're quite sensitive and it feels like you're some of you cancers have no armor, have no wall of defense during this time. And so again, even situations that might not really have to deal with you are going to, most likely with the cancers I'm connecting, affect you quite a lot. Others of you are just sad or a little bit nostalgic. I feel like some of you, you're wanting to have proof of some sorts that the future look bright, that you're going to find what you're looking for, that everything has a reason, that the cosmos is with you. I feel like you're turning to your faith, but at the same time needing that your faith answers to you. And until it does so, or until you find that response that you need, you're struggling, because on one hand you hold on, some of you are holding on to faith quite a lot, and for others you're starting to disbelieve it or starting to have some sort of crisis of faith when it comes to situations where you have put so much of it. So it feels like this crisis is stemming from a place where you have actually put a lot of hope and a lot of faith and a lot of trust in divine outlets, and because it's taking too long or not happening, you're kind of wondering if it will ever, if you were just being, naive, or if you were falling into some sort of illusion. I do feel like some of you are very specially attuned, again, with that divine cosmic energy. So the things that you're questioning and the things in which you need answers, it feels like you already have received the communication and the answer that you're looking for, but you might not see it for what it is. So what I want to say for some of you cancers is that sometimes a random thought or a dream or a sudden realization, you might feel like it's your thoughts that are kind of creating that and not giving it the credit. But I feel like some of you cancers either already channeled a very important message when it comes to, again, the answer you're looking for, or the guidance you're looking for, or you're about to receive that channeling right now this week. So there's a sense of channeling that some of you might be experiencing as well. So pay attention to the things that pop up kind of out of nowhere in your mind space, the things you say, the things you just know, this knowing, just the knowing of some sorts, because I feel like you're very powerfully connected in receiving those ideas. So your crown chakra is showing here as being a very important point for you during this week, where you're actually really channeling and receiving a lot of information. It's like downloads after downloads of a lot of things. You might not see it for what it is. Some of you, especially those that are not very much connected with their intuition and with energy. But for those of you that are, I feel like you're going to be amazed by, the realizations that you're reaching. Some of you are also kind of receiving a lot of ideas and having a lot of ideas that are going to be set. I feel like you're going to set those ideas in motion once you close a chapter that deals with your spiritual path. So it's like you're in the verge of ending here a cycle and beginning a new one, and you're in between the ending and the beginning, and this situation, again, is kind of sometimes making you feel like you're misplaced, perhaps, between one reality and the other, not really knowing how to properly act and behave. Because I also feel like some of you have, worlds, this energy of worlds colliding, viewpoints, relationships, belief systems. I keep getting like there's a lot of energies around you that are in conflict, right? There's this friction between your basic sense of spiritual understanding and wisdom, the knowledge you have acquired and you're still acquiring, that it's very it's like it feels like a very high level kind of knowledge. And then there's others around you in which their knowing is still in a very, it's in a lower frequency than the one you have. So necessarily when that is the case, and many times is the case when we're dealing with family and friends and colleagues of all sorts, and sometimes even with partners, there will be clashes naturally, because your way of looking at the world, your way of looking at relationships, and all of it is in a way much more evolved than the other. And when I say evolved, it's just because you have a higher knowing, right, understanding of the bigger picture and how everything is kind of intertwined and connected with so many of other things that we take as granted or basic, or it's just for what it is. You know that behind actions, motivations, words, there's a lot to be said. So I feel like there's also, for some of you, conflicts that are happening in your life due to this, due to the fact that you have grown so much in terms of wisdom, and perhaps some of those you're dealing with are not, again, in the same frequency. I'm sorry. So I hope you have a great week. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do so by following the PayPal link, which is also down below, and as well my Facebook and Instagram page. Have a great week, and hopefully we'll see each other soon.